Welcome back. When I left you last time, I was here moaning about all the things I hadn't done here in my farming area. So this time I'm making no mistakes and we are going to get on with stuff straight away. And the first thing we're going to get on with is this thing here. So this item vault contains all of the crops that my tractor has been harvesting from this massive field. And as you can see, my tractor has stopped harvesting because the vault is full. Now, we don't want loads and loads of seeds and things in our kitchen, but we do want all the fruit and veg. So first of all, I'm going to find a way of separating those out. And that's simple enough because basically I'm just going to add a filter on here and grab some stuff out. And the items coming out of that filter are just going to roll across these item drains and into a new vault. So I'm just going to pop an andesite funnel on there, and that needs to be going that way. I'm going to pop a brass funnel on there. And before we set that going, I've got a filter on there that is just going to take the seeds out. Let's switch it around and away they go. Oh wait, that's not working. Hold on. Is that the right filter? Oh, it's a deny list. I want it the other way around. So this time I'm making no mistakes. Here we go, that's working now. So the seeds are coming out of there and going into what will just be a seed vault. And that means the tractor can unload the actual stuff that we want into there. And off it goes for another harvest. So now that I've got a way of getting the things I don't want out of this item vault and into that one, I need to find a way of getting the things I do want out of this item vault over to where I want them to be. And part of the problem with that is that, well, that doesn't exist yet because it needs to go about here. And that's because I've got my farmhouse kitchen all set up on the inside, but I don't have a farmhouse larder to stock it up with. So we're going to break through this wall and we're going to make our larder out through there. But in the meantime, I also want to think about what's going to go on this side of the farm, because this is where the animals are going to be. And I don't particularly want to farm horses and flies. I want to farm meaty animals like that one there. So let's dig out a foundation. And we can use our magic wand to fill it all in with random blocks from our hotbar. Oh, not like that. So this time I'm making no mistakes. That's better. And now let's make a bit of a structure and get this thing done. There we are. Something like that should do. I was going to use the same roof tiles as we've got on the main building, but I got carried away with the dark oak and actually I quite like it. So we're going to stick with that. Just need to get some walls in and break our way through, and we're pretty much done. And now all I've got to do is to break through this wall, and I don't think we want the scaffolding there. It was there for decoration, but I don't think it really works. That's pretty much spot on. Let's go a bit higher, shall we? And we're definitely going to need some windows and some light in here, so let's just make some space for those. Got a door to put in there as well. And I've got to say I'm pretty pleased with that, but now we've got to do the technical bits. Now the technical stuff we need to do is not actually all that difficult. It's basically setting up drawers. So we're going to have a new drawer controller, possibly some drawer controller slaves. I probably need to craft some more of those. And we're going to need to get ourselves some more smart chutes in order to put stuff in there. I don't have any smart chutes in storage, so we're going to have to make some. And in order to make those, we're going to need some of these electron tubes, and that's fine because we made a farm for those last time. But as input for that farm, we're going to need some redstone. And, well, apart from those blocks of it there, I don't have a lot of it. So I think we've got three options. One option is to use brass funnels together with ordinary chutes, so the items will drop out of the funnels and into the chutes and then into our system. That's a little bit clunky. It is something we can do though. Option 2 involves making a redstone farm, and the way we can farm redstone involves cinder flour and potions of strength, which we would have to make using potions of, well, awkward potions, which again we'd have to make, and possibly having a nether wart farm, which I haven't created yet. So that'll be a lot of farming over in our industrial area, and that's not really what I want to focus this episode on. So that might be something we do next time. So that leaves option 3, and that's the basic one. Let's go mining. For the mining, we're going to use this machine. This is my Drilly Destroyer. It's pretty wide, but it's not very high, and I think it's about time we upgraded it to add some more drills on to make it nice and high, but also to make it so that it can go along itself, because at the moment it just goes along rails that I push along. So let's sort those things out, shall we? So a little while later, and absolutely no being blown up by creepers, we've got 639 redstone there ready to unload, plus another couple of hundred that I collected manually along the way. In fact, more than a couple of hundred. So that should see us through for quite a while. I'm going to make a chunk loader for this area, which, believe it or not, I haven't done for my home island yet. So let's load the whole island, why not? As much of it as we can. So that means we can leave that unloading and head over to the industrial area. And now we can get on and make things. And with these 40 electron tubes, we can go and make 26 smart chutes, because that's how many normal chutes I've got. Back at the farm, I'm digging a channel between my vegetable vault and my kitchen. And that's going to come up right level with this wall right here. So I'm going to just dig down this way and we'll meet up with it. So the idea is I'm going to have a bunch of drawer controller slaves along there. And we can put a smart chute onto each one with a filter on it for just the things we need. The next one can be for tomatoes, one for potatoes. You get the idea. I'm going to finish this off and, well, I'll see you back when I'm done. With that all done, it's just a case of bringing our trims along the tunnel we just made. And then our drawer controller proper can go in here. So now we just need to place in our actual drawers. And when I join this one up, we should start seeing things coming in. Instantly, look at that. Let's just cover this back over. And that little job is done. And now we have everything we need to create some of the very simple Farmers Delight recipes. For example, if I grab a bowl and I grab a couple of tomatoes out of here, then I believe that's everything we need to make a tomato sauce. Yep, there it is. But we've got a whole bunch of recipes in here that we can't yet make, or some of them we can. But I don't have many mushrooms for that one, and the rice farm isn't complete yet, so we're nearly there with that one. Vegetable noodles, we're going to need pasta, and we haven't made any pasta yet. I don't know how we make pasta yet. Beetroot soup, but we can certainly do that one. So yeah, we can start making some of the Farmer's Delight foods. So for meatballs, for example, we're going to need some minced beef. And to do that, I think we take a bit of beef, and can't cut it there. Okay, how do we mince the beef? Well, I have no idea how we do that, so I'm just going to cook it instead. So I've got a fair bit to learn about Farmers Delight cookery, and actually we've still got a lot more to automate, because although we've got these vegetables coming through here, we've already seen that we're going to need some mushrooms and things as well, so I'm going to need a mushroom farm. I have made a start on a pumpkin and melon farm out here, but I haven't done anything about harvesting those things yet. The rice farm is working fairly nicely over here, but I obviously need to take the rice from this barrel over here where it's getting stored over into our kitchen. And much as I like the peaceful tranquility of these animals in their pens, we're going to need to start getting brutal with some of these guys in order to harvest their meat. But talking of meat, this says I can make the mince by using a cutting board and a knife. So what am I missing there? Well, meanwhile, I'm going to breed these guys up. In fact, I've already started doing that. And look, we've got a baby bison. Isn't it cute? There is something I can harvest from the animals right now, though, and that's these eggs. But I don't want to keep wandering around and collecting them. So there's a better way of doing that. And that involves backpacks. So if I get a magnet upgrade, then we should be able to pull stuff into a backpack automatically. So now if I put that backpack down here somewhere, it should start taking the eggs and things from around here into it. What I don't know, though, is what its range is like. So is it going to pick up an egg from over there? It doesn't look like it is. Oh, it's picked up one egg. We might need the advanced magnet backpack upgrade to make sure it's got sufficient range. Otherwise, we'll have backpacks all over the place. And that should be easy enough to craft. Let's put that in there. There it is. Put this down again. Still not picking up many eggs, is it? We might need a few of these dotted around the place. So maybe the backpack idea isn't the best one, and I might be better off running a hopper minecart under here to collect the eggs or something along those lines. It'd be a bit of a shame to do that, though. I'd rather have a kind of create solution rather than, you know, generic hopper minecarts. But harvesting these guys is going to be a little bit more of a challenge. And for that, I've got a novel idea. And that idea involves wandering over this way and just past the rice farm here and standing here in the road. Because I'm going to stand here and wait for a bus. And I'll see you when it comes.